Back to PicoCTF 2024, and today we're going to be working on the fourth problem of the series, which is this problem right here. So it gives us a file, and it says we're trying to get the real meaning from this file. Again, we're trying to find a flag. So let's go ahead and download this file. Let's open it up, and here we just see a random string of characters. So you have to find a way to decode this. So if we look over here, we can see that it's a cryptography problem, and it also has the tags base64 and Caesar ship. And so this is a very interesting problem. You can do it by yourself. You do not need any kind of terminal. You don't need any kind of code editors. All you need is just a computer to be able to solve this problem. So the important part about this is that it has base64 and Caesar, which means we're probably using those two decoders to try and get information from this from that file there. So let's open up Caesar, shift decoder on one side, and we're going to open up a base64 decoder on the other side. And we just search this up. Doesn't really matter which decoder you use. Let's take a look at these two decoders. So we have our code here, or we have our string here. If we were to put it into our Caesar shift, you can see it's going to spit out a bunch of these different things. So the key thing to note with the Caesar shift is that it shifts every single character in this string by a certain number. So here it's usually 3, but this spits out from 1. This is 1, 2, 3, all the way, like the different number of shifts. And we can tell by doing the Caesar shift immediately that it's not going to give us any much information. It's not really going to give us a flag, especially because the equal sign at the end doesn't really translate to anything. But if we were to try our decoder in base64 over here, let's paste that in here, decode it, it's actually going to give us a bit of a shorter string. We could see there are 2 quotation marks here, and it's also another string here with two equal signs. And so from here, we can try taking this string and putting it in the base64 decoder again. And so again, for this cryptography type of process, a lot of times it's a bit of guessing and testing things out. But we're going to put this string, because it's in quotation marks again, we're going to decode it. Interesting. Now we get a bit of a string here that looks a little bit more like it could be a flag, because it has these 2 curly braces, but it just doesn't have any letters that match. But we can try and put this into our Caesar cipher and see what happens now, because you can also see these 3 letters are capital, which could shift to CTF in PicoCTF. So let's bring this over here. Let's put it into our Caesar cipher decoder. Let's decrypt it. And we can see the first one here, if we shift it by 3, is PicoCTF with our flag right there. So if we're just take this flag, we're just going to pop it over in here, and we submit the flag. You can see that we have solved this challenge correctly. And so we're done with this problem. It's great. Thanks very much for watching.